Okay, now we're looking at actually measuring our data. So we've collected our data and we've somehow ordered it, and now we're trying to look at what we do with it. And the first thing that we like to do is look at where the middle of the data is, because that gives us some information about what's going on. And the three measures that we look at are commonly referred to as the measures of the middle. So it's the middle of the data. So it helps us analyze what's going on. The three measures that we use, which are probably the most common one you've seen before, is mean, median, and mode. Now the definitions of them are: the mean is the average. So basically we are adding all the numbers up and dividing by how many numbers are there. The median is the middle value when we order all our data. So we order it from smallest to largest, and then we find the middle value, and that's the median. And the mode is the most common occurring number that we have there. So that's the three measures of the middle that we use. Each of them have strengths and weaknesses, and we'll talk about them as we go along. So let's have a look. We've got some numbers here, and we've done some sort of measurement, and we're going to try to work out what the mean, median, and mode are. So for the mean, what we've done is we've added all the numbers up and divided by how many numbers are there, and we get a mean, or an average, of 16.8. The median is the middle number when ordered from smallest to largest, and I've ordered them from smallest and largest and crossed them all off and come up with 18, which is pretty cool. And the mode is the most common occurring number, and if we have a look at this one, we've got two modes. We've got a 17 and a 20. Now that's all well and good, and it's a pretty good measure, but please be aware that there are certain limitations with them. The mean can be kind of distorted by really big numbers. I'll show you what I mean. So let's just say that we've got for instance, we've got, I don't know, three numbers. We've got 1, 20, and say 100. These are our three numbers, and we're trying to find the average of those ones. So if we add the three of them together, we get 121. And if we divide that by 3, because there are three numbers there, so we add them all together, and we get 121. And if we divide it by 3, then that'll give us our average. And then when you look at it, this is not really representative of our numbers, because our average is 40.3. Okay, it's not really representative. It's saying that our middle number is average is 40.3, but really there's no 40.3 at all in there. So just be aware that these extreme numbers here actually affect the mean, so they can actually throw the mean out. So that's why sometimes we use median as a measure. So median house prices are used rather than the average house price, because often that's a bit more representative. So just be aware that the mean is affected by large outlying scores. So let's have a look. And it's all well and good doing this on by hand, but let's have a look and see what happens when you've got the graphic calculator. So what I've done is I've got the graphic calculator here, and I've entered the data into list 1. And notice I still haven't put it in any order, and I've just put them all in there. We can now do some calculation tests, which is F2. So if I hit F2, I can find out all these things. So I can find out that my mean is 16.8, X with a bar on it. X bar is your mean. Okay, so X bar is your mean. Then we can keep on scrolling down here, and we can see that my minimum is 1, my quartile 1 is 16, my median is 18, my maximum is 25, and my quartile 3. My mode, I've got two of them, 17 and 20. MOD stands for mode, and that gives us our information. So that can be done on the calculator as well. Very handy to do this on a calculator because you can see what's going on, but it's good to understand what the actual numbers are happening. So let's say, okay, make out this number 1 here was something went wrong with our recording, and we didn't want that number there. If we just delete that out of there, we can then now have a look at it again and see how that's actually affected our scores. So notice now our mean is 18.8. It might be a bit better. Come down here, our median is 18.5, our minimum is 15, our maximum is 25. So it gives us some other information what's going on, and our mode, our most common occurring number, is 17 and 20. They use the mode for things like shoe size and things like that. So they measure your foot, and if your feet is this size, then you're a size 3. It's not like your average foot length, it's the most common foot length that fits into that shoe. So that's where they use the mode as well. So that's using a graphic calculator, entering the data into a list, and then using the calculate area to be able to work out what the answers are. Cool.